Atlanta's Black Business District stands tall, a testament to dreams built brick by brick, where success stories echo through gleaming towers of glass and steel. Among these towers, Sterling Innovations rose highest, its founder Marcus Sterling celebrated as a beacon of black excellence. Through those polished corridors walked Kendra Washington, a self-made marketing virtuoso who turned struggling black businesses into thriving enterprises. When Marcus Sterling crossed her path at the Black Business Excellence Gala, the world watched what seemed like the perfect union of power and purpose. Their love story graced magazine covers. Their wedding united Atlanta's most influential black leaders. Marcus promised Kendra they would create generational wealth for their community. She believed him. She never saw the numbers hidden in encrypted files. Never noticed the pattern of black businesses falling silent after partnering with Sterling Innovations. Never questioned why his assistants' hands trembled when handling certain documents. Until one night, alone in their Buckhead mansion, Kendra opened a folder she wasn't meant to see. In that moment, the fantasy shattered. Marcus Sterling wasn't building black excellence, he was systematically destroying it. His empire wasn't lifting the community. It was bleeding dry. Now Kendra had a choice: keep her perfect life, or risk everything to expose a man who turned black dreams into nightmares. She chose to fight. Welcome to True Crime Stories Archive, where real stories remind us how quickly life can change. Before we continue this journey into one of Atlanta's most shocking cases, take a moment to join our community, hit subscribe and activate notifications to never miss our weekly revelations. 2024 marked Atlanta as the crown jewel of black enterprise in America. From Auburn Avenue to Peachtree Street, black-owned businesses transformed the skyline. Success stories filled every corner: tech startups, marketing firms, investment companies, each adding their chapter to Atlanta's legacy of black excellence. In this world of achievement and ambition stood Kendra Washington. At 32, she commanded respect in Atlanta's competitive marketing landscape. Her firm, Washington & Associates, became the go-to name for black businesses seeking to scale their brands. From small family restaurants to tech companies, Kendra's touch turned local ventures into national success stories. Yet Kendra's path to the top traced back to South Atlanta's working-class streets. In a modest two-bedroom home on McDaniel Street, young Kendra watched her grandmother, Gloria Washington, press clothes late into the night. Gloria raised Kendra after her mother's passing, working double shifts at the local dry cleaners to put food on the table. Those early years shaped Kendra's drive. She studied by candlelight when bills went unpaid. She worked 3 jobs through college, graduating top of her class at Spelman. While classmates took corporate jobs, Kendra started her business from her grandmother's kitchen table. Her first client, a local soul food restaurant, paid her in meals. Year by year, Kendra built her empire. She moved from the kitchen table to a small office, then to a floor in downtown Atlanta. Her client list grew. Her methods proved revolutionary. She understood the pulse of black business, the stories, the struggles, the triumphs. When Kendra spoke, boardrooms listened. By 2024, Washington & Associates employed 50 people, mostly young black professionals Kendra personally mentored. Her firm had launched over 200 successful campaigns, breathing life into black businesses across America. Forbes named her the Queen of Black Marketing. Black Enterprise celebrated her as a game changer under 40. Kendra became more than a success story, she became a symbol. Here was a black woman from South Atlanta, daughter of the working class, now standing shoulder to shoulder with the city's elite. She proved excellence had no zip code, that dreams could rise from concrete. Then Marcus Sterling walked into her life, and the story of Atlanta's marketing queen took an unexpected turn, one that would shake black business to its core. Gloria Washington raised her granddaughter with stories of resilience. Each night, as Atlanta's streetlights flickered outside their South Side home, Gloria taught Kendra about pride, preservation, and power. The lessons came between pressed shirts and folded linens, whispered like prayers in their small living room. When 5-year-old Kendra asked about her mother, Gloria would pause, iron suspended midair, and speak of Angela Washington, a talented artist taken too soon by cancer, leaving behind a daughter who had her eyes and her spirit. Gloria's wisdom flowed through every aspect of Kendra's journey. When Washington and Associates struggled in its first year, Kendra remembered her grandmother's words. "Success is built penny by penny, client by client." She started small, creating marketing plans for local hair salons, churches, and restaurants. Word spread about the young black woman who could turn small businesses into neighborhood gems. The 2024 Black Business Excellence Gala filled the Fox Theater with Atlanta's finest. Kendra attended not as a guest, but as a keynote speaker. Her red gown caught the light as she spoke about digital marketing strategies for black enterprises. In the front row, Marcus Sterling listened intently, his reputation preceding him. 38 years old, tech innovator, philanthropist. Marcus built Sterling Innovations from scratch, turning it into a $500 million tech empire. His funding transformed 50 black startups into multi-million-dollar companies. Every major business publication featured his story. The Howard University graduate who dedicated his wealth to lifting up black entrepreneurs. His charitable foundation provided scholarships to 1,000 HBCU students annually. After Kendra's speech, Marcus approached her at the Champagne Bar. Their conversation flowed from marketing strategies to childhood memories of Atlanta. He spoke of his plans to revolutionize black banking through blockchain technology. She shared her vision for a national black business network. Hours passed like minutes. Their courtship played out across Atlanta's finest venues. Dinner at Marcel's, where Marcus ordered vintage wine and spoke of his mother's struggles as a single parent. Weekend trips to Martha's Vineyard on his private jet, where they walked the beach discussing business expansion plans. He sent rare first editions of black literature to her office. She introduced him to Gloria, who studied him over Sunday dinner. Within 6 months, Marcus proposed atop the Waldorf Astoria, presenting a 10-carat diamond ring and promises of building a legacy together. Atlanta's Black Society pages called it a merger of powers, a union of visionaries. As wedding plans unfurled, neither Kendra nor Gloria saw the cracks forming in Marcus's perfect facade. They didn't notice how he changed the subject when asked about certain business partners, or how his smile tightened when discussing company finances. The red flags remained invisible, cloaked by Marcus's charm and Kendra's belief in black love, black excellence, and the dream of two powerful families united. Their engagement photos ran in Essence magazine, the perfect black power couple, standing tall against Atlanta's skyline, unaware that their foundation was built on quicksand. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution called Marcus Sterling the face of black tech revolution. His carefully crafted image filled social media feeds. Marcus mentoring young black coders, Marcus cutting ribbons at HBCU Innovation Labs, Marcus speaking at black entrepreneurship conferences. Sterling Innovations' sleek commercials played during prime time, promising to digitize the black dollar and secure generational wealth through technology. Every month, Marcus announced new initiatives. The Sterling Foundation pledged $50 million to Howard University's computer science program. Sterling Innovation Labs opened in 10 historically black colleges, offering free coding boot camps. His cryptocurrency, Blackcoin, promised to revolutionize black banking. Each announcement came with perfect photo ops. Marcus in tailored suits, surrounded by smiling students and grateful administrators. Inside Sterling Innovations' glass tower, employees spoke of their mission to empower black businesses through technology. The company claimed to develop security systems protecting black-owned banks, digital payment platforms for black merchants, and data centers supporting black tech startups. Marcus's TED Talk about technology as the new Underground Railroad went viral, earning millions of views. The Sterling Washington wedding transformed Sweet Auburn's historic Butler Street YMCA into a palace. 3,000 white orchids cascaded from century-old beams. The guest list read like a who's who of black excellence: music moguls, tech giants, civil rights leaders. Kendra wore a gown designed by a rising black fashion star. Marcus donated $1 million to restore the venue. Their first dance made Instagram swoon. The tech king and his marketing queen, swaying to John Legend's live performance. After the honeymoon in Ghana, where Marcus announced plans to expand Sterling Innovations into Africa, The newlyweds moved into their Buckhead estate. The 15,000-square-foot mansion stood as a testament to Black success art by promising Black artists lined the walls, furniture came from Black designers, even the security system was installed by a Black-owned company. Their housewarming party doubled as a fundraiser for Black businesses affected by COVID-19. But inside their perfect home, within Marcus's perfect empire, numbers didn't add up. Security protocols seemed designed to hide rather than protect. Client contracts contained coded language about data management and asset redistribution. In the quiet of their home office, late at night, Marcus's laptop glowed with spreadsheets that tracked more than just business growth. The facade started showing hairline fractures. Black businesses partnering with Sterling Innovations reported technical issues that drained their accounts. Small tech startups backed by Marcus mysteriously lost their patents. The Sterling Foundation scholarship recipients found their personal data exposed on dark web markets. The cracks grew wider, spreading through Marcus's empire like veins in marble, waiting for someone to look close enough to see the truth. That someone would be Kendra, whose marketing expertise had trained her to spot patterns that would soon reveal the true cost of Marcus Sterling's vision of Black excellence. 3 months into their marriage, Kendra noticed discrepancies in Sterling Innovations' client reports. Black businesses that partnered with Marcus's company showed unusual data patterns, their customer information mysteriously duplicated, financial records mismatched bank statements. Small inconsistencies at first, like scattered puzzle pieces waiting to form a picture. The Chamber of Commerce meeting brought the first whispers. A Black-owned credit union in southwest Atlanta reported $2 million missing from their accounts. The same week, a tech startup funded by Sterling Innovations found their entire client database erased. 3 restaurants using Sterling's payment system lost 6 months of revenue overnight. Each incident traced back to system upgrades implemented by Sterling Innovations. Maya Thompson, Marcus's executive assistant for 5 years, started avoiding Kendra's eyes in hallways. Her hands shook when delivering reports. Once confident and sharp, Maya now jumped at sudden movements, whispered phone conversations, and kept post-it notes with coded numbers stuck inside her planner. When Kendra asked about client meetings, Maya's responses came too quick, too rehearsed. Marcus's schedule filled with unlabeled appointments. He left their bedroom at midnight for emergency board meetings. His private jet logged flights to cities where Sterling Innovations had no official business. Security cameras caught him entering the office at 3 a.m. with men whose faces never appeared in company photos. Each time Kendra questioned these meetings, Marcus spoke of sensitive acquisitions and confidential partnerships. One Tuesday evening, while Marcus attended a strategic planning session, Kendra used her security clearance to access his private server. Hidden beneath marketing presentations and charity proposals lay encrypted folders labeled with dates and company names, all failed Black businesses. Each folder contained transaction logs, account numbers, and strings of code that seemed to track more than just business metrics. Opening one folder revealed a database of personal information, social security numbers, banking details, digital footprints of thousands of Black entrepreneurs. Another showed transaction records of funds being siphoned through a maze of offshore accounts. A third contained blueprints for what appeared to be a massive data mining operation targeting Black-owned financial institutions. As Kendra dug deeper, a message popped up on her screen, an internal memo about Project Legacy. The document detailed plans for what Sterling Innovations called wealth redistribution protocols. Reading those words, Kendra's blood ran cold. She wasn't looking at business strategies. She was staring at evidence of the largest cyber heist ever orchestrated against Black America. Behind her, the office door creaked open. Maya stood in the doorway, tears streaming down her face. "I've been trying to find a way to tell you," she whispered. "But he watches everything. Everyone. And now you know too much." Maya locked the office door, pulled up a chair, and revealed 5 years of carefully documented evidence. Sterling Innovations security systems, installed in Black banks and businesses across America, contained hidden backdoors. Every swipe of a debit card, every online transaction, every loan application fed data directly into Marcus's private servers. The scheme operated like clockwork. Sterling Innovations targeted thriving black businesses, offering them revolutionary tech solutions at discounted rates. Once integrated, the systems began extracting data, customer information, transaction records, business strategies. Months later, these businesses reported technical glitches that drained their accounts. By the time investigations began, the money had vanished through a labyrinth of international transfers. Maya pulled out a flash drive containing proof of identity theft operations affecting over 50,000 black professionals. Sterling's cryptocurrency, Blackcoin, served as a sophisticated money laundering operation. The coding boot camps collected students' personal information, creating profiles sold on dark web markets. Even the HBCU donations came with hidden malware that compromised university financial systems. At midnight, Kendra confronted Marcus in his Sterling Tower office. "You promised to build our community," she said, holding printouts of his schemes. "Instead, you're destroying everything our people worked for." Marcus's charm melted away. His eyes turned cold as he explained how he saw himself as a modern Robin Hood, taking from privileged black businesses to fund his empire. "Think bigger, Kendra," he said, moving toward her. "With this money, we control the future of black wealth. Every transaction, every dollar, every dream, all flowing through Sterling Innovations." He offered her a choice: join him or lose everything. When she refused, his expression hardened. "You really think you can stop what I've built?" Kendra had prepared for this moment. While Marcus spoke, Maya transferred files to the FBI's cybercrimes unit. A team of trusted reporters received documented evidence of Sterling's operations. An emergency board meeting was scheduled for morning, where stakeholders would learn the truth about their company's activities. As Marcus reached for his phone, likely to call security, Kendra pressed send on a mass email to every Sterling Innovations client, exposing the scheme. Security cameras caught her exit from Sterling Tower at 1:15 a.m. By 1:20 a.m., Marcus's entire empire began unraveling. But Kendra knew she had only hours before he realized the full extent of her plan, hours to disappear before his network of corrupt officials and paid enforcers came looking for her. Her escape vehicle, prepared weeks earlier, waited 3 blocks away. A burner phone contained contacts for federal witnesses' protection. In her purse, a USB drive held enough evidence to ensure Marcus Sterling's downfall. As she drove away from Atlanta's glittering skyline, Kendra glanced at her rearview mirror, watching the city lights fade. She'd sacrificed her perfect life to protect her community. Now came the hard part: staying alive long enough to see justice served. Safe in a small town outside Memphis, Kendra transformed her marketing expertise into a weapon against her husband's empire. She analyzed 5 years of Sterling Innovations data, tracing money trails through shell companies across 3 continents. Every transaction told a story of betrayal: black businesses methodically stripped of their assets, dreams reduced to numbers in offshore accounts. FBI agent Tamara Jackson led the investigation, working nights from a secured hotel room. The evidence painted a devastating picture. Marcus's network reached into black banks nationwide. His coding boot camps served as fronts for stealing student identities. Even his charitable foundation filtered money through fake HBCU construction projects. "He didn't just steal money," Agent Jackson explained, reviewing the files. "He stole our community's future." Victims started speaking out. A black-owned tech firm in Oakland lost $3.2 million. A restaurant chain in Chicago watched their expansion funds vanish overnight. 3 black credit unions in Atlanta faced closure. Each story added to the growing testimony against Sterling Innovations. Marcus had targeted businesses built over generations, destroying black wealth while claiming to protect it. Maya proved invaluable, providing access to encrypted servers and internal communications. She gathered a group of Sterling employees who'd suspected wrongdoing but feared speaking up. They called themselves the Legacy Keepers, working secretly to document every transaction, every coded message, every hidden account. Their evidence filled gaps in the federal investigation, creating an airtight case against Marcus Sterling. The black business community rallied around the victims. Marketing firms offered free services to affected companies. Tech experts helped recover stolen data. Local banks provided emergency funding to prevent closures. A coalition of black leaders established a recovery fund, determined to rebuild what Marcus destroyed. Kendra coordinated these efforts from hiding, using secure channels to connect victims with resources. She received messages from across the country, black entrepreneurs sharing similar stories, thanking her for exposing the truth. Their words strengthened her resolve, reminding her why she chose to fight. In her temporary apartment, Kendra maintained a wall of evidence: photos, documents, transaction records. Each piece represented lives affected by Marcus's schemes. Late at night, reviewing these materials, she discovered connections to corrupt officials, compromised regulators, paid-off investigators. The conspiracy reached higher than anyone imagined. Maya visited when safe, bringing updates from Atlanta. Marcus grew desperate, offering rewards for information about Kendra's location. His allies abandoned him as evidence mounted. The empire he built on stolen dreams crumbled piece by piece. But Kendra knew Marcus Sterling wouldn't fall without a fight. As the FBI built their case, she prepared for one final confrontation, this time, with the world watching. The legacy keepers worked through nights, protecting evidence from Marcus's attempts to destroy it. They became Kendra's eyes and ears, monitoring Sterling Innovations' death throes. Together, they ensured that every victim's story would be heard, every stolen dollar traced, every betrayal exposed. The day of reckoning approached, promising to shake black business to its foundations. The annual Black Business Excellence Gala transformed into a stage for justice. As Marcus Sterling took the podium to announce his newest community initiative, FBI agents flooded the Fox Theater. Agent Jackson led the arrest, reading charges as cameras flashed. The man who claimed to revolutionize black wealth faced 32 federal counts of fraud, money laundering, and identity theft. The Atlanta community watched in stunned silence as their tech messiah left in handcuffs. Local news captured it all: Marcus's fallen empire, his corrupted legacy, the scope of his betrayal. Black business leaders who once praised him now spoke of warning signs they'd ignored. His perfect image shattered under the weight of evidence. The trial lasted 6 weeks. Kendra's testimony silenced the courtroom. Every detail, every scheme, every dollar stolen from black dreams laid bare. Maya and the legacy keepers presented internal documents proving systematic theft. Victims shared stories of lost businesses, destroyed credit, shattered trust. Marcus sat emotionless as his web of lies unraveled. Sterling Tower, once a symbol of black excellence, transformed into a recovery center for victims. A coalition of black banks created emergency funding programs. Tech experts worked to restore compromised systems. The community united, determined to rebuild stronger than before. Where Marcus destroyed, they created. Where he divided, they united. The judge's sentence echoed through Atlanta's black business district: 35 years in federal prison. Sterling Innovations' assets were seized, distributed among victims. Marcus's private accounts, hidden in offshore havens, funded restoration programs. His tech empire, built on broken dreams, crumbled completely. Standing outside the courthouse, Kendra addressed the community. "Today proves our strength isn't in buildings or bank accounts," she declared. "It's in our unity, our resilience, our unwavering support for each other. Marcus Sterling tried to steal our future. Instead, he showed us how powerful we are together." Recovery efforts continued long after the verdict. Black businesses emerged stronger, wiser, more connected. New security systems, created by honest black tech firms, protected against future threats. The Sterling case became a warning and a lesson, a reminder that true black excellence builds up, never tears down. Maya now leads a nonprofit helping small black businesses protect their digital assets. The Legacy Keepers established a watchdog organization monitoring tech companies targeting minority communities. Their work ensures no one repeats Marcus Sterling's betrayal. In the end, justice meant more than prison bars and seized assets. It meant restoration, healing, and a community standing stronger together. Marcus Sterling's fall became a testament to Black resilience, proving that truth, even when buried under millions of stolen dollars, refuses to stay hidden. Today, after Marcus Sterling's conviction, Atlanta's Black business district thrives with renewed purpose. Security systems protect Black-owned banks. New technology, created by trusted Black developers, safeguards business transactions. The community learned that true prosperity grows through transparency, not secrecy. Kendra Washington launched the Truth in Tech Foundation, providing free digital security for Black startups. She travels nationwide, teaching Black entrepreneurs to recognize predatory partnerships. Her story inspired a movement of accountability in Black business where success means lifting others while rising. Through her work, over 300 affected businesses recovered and reopened. The Legacy Fund, established from Sterling's seized assets, continues supporting victims. Every dollar stolen now funds scholarships, business grants, and community programs. Black businesses once targeted by Sterling's schemes now partner to create legitimate wealth-building platforms. Their collaboration proves that trust, once broken, can be rebuilt stronger. Kendra's grandmother Gloria now mentors young Black entrepreneurs, sharing wisdom that money can't buy. Look beyond the glitter, she tells them. True legacy isn't built on secrets. Her words guide a new generation of Black business leaders who understand that real excellence elevates everyone. As we end this story, consider your own community. Who claims to build while secretly destroying? What signs do we ignore in the name of success? Your experiences, your insights matter. Share them below. Remember, power built on deception never lasts. But power built on truth, that's the foundation of real change. That's the lesson of Kendra Washington's story, one woman's courage to protect her community, even when it meant losing everything she thought she wanted. For True Crime Stories Archive, this is the story of sweet deception where one woman's fight for truth changed how a community defines success.